open up.
Today I am 19 weeks pregnant, and I actually feel really good today. If you would have asked me a week ago, I wouldn't have said the same thing. And the reason for that is because we were exposed to COVID from a coworker of my husband's, so we were both really anxious about finding out if we had it and everything, but it's a week later and neither one of us has gotten sick, so we're hoping that means that we don't have it. We didn't go get tested because unfortunately we just don't have the means to go get tested, but we have been quarantining ourselves just in case as a precaution. So I haven't been able to go see my family and we've just been home for the past week, but we're doing okay. But today I did wake up in a good mood. I have a little bit more energy than I have had, and I'm pretty sure that's not just because of pregnancy, but because of like the anxiety has kind of gone down a lot, so my energy is kind of coming back. And I decided to do my makeup for the first time in a while. I'm not going anywhere. I just wanted to look cute. Also, a very exciting thing that's been happening in the last few days, or it's actually been more of the last couple of weeks, but just in the last few days it's been a lot more prominent, is that this little guy keeps moving in there. And I can actually tell the difference between him and Gas, so it makes me really happy and like really excited, because even though I've seen him move, it's like a completely different thing to actually feel him move in there. And it's like the weirdest sensation. Like it just feels like, I don't know, if you have anxiety, which is kind of like a bad way of describing this, but this is the best way that I can describe it, is if you have anxiety and you have heart palpitations when you're having either a panic attack or just in general, you're just sitting there and your heart's going around palpitating, then that feeling you get when you skip a beat, that's how it feels to me, at least, or that's like the best way that I can describe it. It's weird, but I welcome it. I got this chocolate almond milk at Whole Foods when I went grocery shopping, and I tried it and it doesn't have any sugar in it, so it's not sweet at all, but it literally tastes like how milk tastes after you eat Cocoa Krispies and like the milk is chocolatey. That's what it tastes like, but just not sweet. So I bought it to add it to like my smoothie, just to give them a little bit of a different taste, and so far I like it. I also really like how it smells. Morning coffee and morning concha. I don't have anything going on. I haven't had anything going on, which makes me not have the motivation to really get ready or do anything. And then not only that, but this week I don't have my car because my husband's borrowing it since his is in the shop. Because I don't think I mentioned this because I was trying not to stress out about it, but we were in a little accident and it wasn't anything major, which is why I didn't think about like really telling anybody about it. But we were at a light and this big truck with a tow hitch decided to go in reverse into my husband's grill. So yeah, the good thing is he totally admitted fault for the accident, and he gave us his insurance information, and they're taking care of it. So I'm trying not to stress out about it or worry about it, but for now I don't have my car for a whole week, so that's okay. At least we have both cars, and at least he's still able to get to work, and I don't really need to be going anywhere anyway, because it's still November and we are still in the middle of a pandemic, believe it or not. I just feel like I still need to vlog regardless of what I do, because like I've mentioned in the past, these videos are for me and for my family. They're for me to look back on, they're for me to enjoy the memories, for me to relive things in a healthy way. And yes, I post mostly like good things on here, but I also post like things about how my state of mind is. At the moment, it's not the greatest, but it's also not at its worst. And I know what my brain can do when it's at its worst, so I'm actually pretty proud of how I've been handling really hard situations the last few days. I'm human, I still break down, I still cry, I still get frustrated and angry, and all of the emotions that every other person has. I'm getting better at putting up boundaries with my relationships with people, and I'm just getting better at really just expressing how I feel and letting people know when something hurts me or when something is just too much for me to handle. And I think that's also just kind of helping me cope with everything that's going on. I don't want to say that I'm learning to be selfish, because sticking up for yourself and putting boundaries is not a selfish thing, and that's something that people have to realize. But I am getting a little bit better at learning how to respect myself and love myself and have people respect me if they say that they love me. And that's the thing that's really hard, is that sometimes people will hurt you and justify it with love and say that they didn't mean the hurt because they love you, but that doesn't take away how you feel. It doesn't take away how it affects you. And you know, that's the hard thing, is I know you can do something with the greatest intentions. I know you can say that you love somebody so much and are willing to do everything for them, but if you're not willing to recognize the amount of hurt that you have caused, then the love is just not enough. I'm sorry, but loving someone is admitting when you are in the wrong. It's admitting that you recognize somebody's hurt and that it could possibly be caused by something that you did, and just apologizing for it. It doesn't mean you have to really change a lot, because obviously there are limits as to what you can change in your life, but it does mean that if there are any changes that you can do to improve that relationship, then that's something that you should think about. I didn't mean to pick up the camera and to start talking about really deep things, but I know we're gonna be fine. I know my relationships are gonna improve, and I know that this is all part of the healing process, and yeah. Okay, now I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with my day. I'm drinking my coffee. And yes, I know it's probably annoying to have background noise all the time, but I don't live alone, and I like to block out as much of the background noise in the house with TV. So, sorry. On the bright side, I love waking up to an almost completely clean room. I say almost because I have a bunch of laundry there that I still need to fold and put away. But whenever my room is clean, I wake up in such a better mood, and I just actually want to get out of bed. It's so crazy to me how your mind works, but literally if your space is cluttered and dirty, your mind is cluttered and semi-dirty. I also realize that I touch my face a lot whenever I record. I don't really feel like I even do that on a regular basis. It's just because I don't know what to do with my hands. But I do need to do my nails, so I'm probably gonna do that today. Today I'm gonna just finish cleaning, and I am also going to try to find ways to practice some self-care. yeah, I think I'm gonna do that today. I don't want to make this video super long, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end the vlog for this week's video right now. And I'm just gonna continue vlogging the rest of this day, so my next video is just gonna be a continuation of the end of this vlog. If you stuck around and listened to my rambles, then thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for supporting me. I know I don't have a big following, but I still appreciate every single one of my subscribers and every single one of the viewers that come by my channel. It honestly means a lot to see that there are people watching my videos, even if it's like a minute of my video, because it just makes me feel a little bit less alone. And I think that's very important, especially with everything that's going on in the world. I just appreciate knowing that there are other people out there and connecting with them in a very small way. I hope you stick around for the next video and for my little Bebes journey. Bye.